The camera opens with a slow, sweeping glide across an empty industrial warehouse. The vast concrete floor stretches out in every direction, and the muted gray walls rise like silent giants, catching just enough light to set a dramatic tone. Dust particles float in the air, illuminated by a thin beam of sunlight leaking through a high window. The entire space feels abandoned, echoing with a quiet intensity, until the frame shifts and settles onto the centerpiece of the scene, a red and black BMW sport motorcycle. Its aerodynamic fairings gleam with precision, the glossy red paint catching the light like fire while the black sections bring contrast, depth, and attitude. The design is sharp, aggressive, and unmistakably engineered for speed. The camera continues its slow drift, this time pulling into a far view. The motorcycle stands alone, looking powerful even from a distance. Its silhouette, low and aerodynamic, cuts through the quiet warehouse like a shadow ready to transform into lightning. A soft hum fills the audio, almost like the memory of a roar. As the camera begins to move closer, shifting to the back view, the bike's presence becomes even clearer. The rear tire, thick and muscular, dominates the frame. Its tread pattern suggests road-gripping confidence, built for both precision turns and explosive straight-line speed. The LED taillight glows softly, casting a faint red reflection on the polished concrete. The metallic exhaust peaks from the right side, hinting at the beast-like performance hidden within the frame. The shot transitions smoothly to the side view. From here, the motorcycle reveals its full story. The body flows like a single piece of sculpted art, each curve and line intentionally blended to cut the wind and reduce resistance. The racing graphics on the fairings accentuate its shape, guiding the eye along the natural aerodynamic flow of the bike. The exposed engine parts shimmer subtly, a reminder of the raw mechanical power resting just beneath the surface. Every bolt, every joint, every vent is purpose-built, nothing on this machine is accidental. The lighting shifts, following the movement of the camera as it circles from the side toward the front. The dual headlights stare forward like the eyes of a predator, sharp and focused. Their aggressive angle gives the motorcycle a fierce expression, as if it's always seconds away from launching forward. The windshield arcs upward with a subtle curve, creating an elegant contrast against the bold, muscular front fairing. The metallic flakes in the paint catch the light, creating a shimmering highlight that runs across the bike's entire body. Then, the scene changes. The camera cuts to the interior cockpit view, landing behind the handlebars. Suddenly, the viewer becomes the rider. The world outside fades into a soft blur while the controls, levers, and digital instrument cluster come into crisp focus. The display glows with futuristic clarity, speed, RPM, fuel, temperature, all lined up with precision. The handlebars feel close, almost touchable, their texture highlighted by reflections from overhead lights. The brake and clutch levers gleam, and the fuel tank curves downward with bold red-black graphics, reaching toward the engine like a heartbeat pulsing beneath polished armor. The cockpit angle holds for a moment, giving space for the viewer to take in every detail. The bike, though motionless, radiates energy, a quiet promise of power waiting to be unleashed. The blurred industrial background behind the windshield creates a perfect contrast, drawing all attention to the craftsmanship of the controls and the mechanical soul of the motorcycle. As the script moves forward, the camera pulls back, transitioning through each view one more time, far, back, side, and interior, like a visual rhythm. Each perspective paints another layer of the bike's identity, the strength of its stance, the precision of its build, the aggression of its design, and the intimate thrill of sitting behind the controls. The warehouse around it feels less empty now. Instead, it feels like a stage built exclusively for this machine. The final shot moves once again to a far view. The motorcycle stands in the center, bold, dramatic, and ready. The industrial silence wraps around it like a cloak, amplifying its presence. Slowly, the engine ignites with a deep, resonant growl. The LED taillight brightens. The headlights flare. The concrete vibrates. The warehouse awakens. The camera rises, drifting upward as the sound grows louder. The motorcycle revs once, sharp and confident, sending echoes bouncing off the cold walls. This is more than a machine, it is motion, design, engineering, performance, and passion fused into a single form. The final frame freezes just as the bike begins to roll forward, capturing the perfect union of stillness and movement, power and control. And then, with a cinematic fade, the scene ends, leaving behind the echo of the engine and the image of a motorcycle built not just to be ridden, but to be remembered.